Alright people, for today's vlog, it's gonna be pretty simple. I think we just need to have a serious talk. If you've been watching the news lately, you're hearing a lot about Donald Trump and his quote about, his daughter being a nice piece of ass and to grab women by their women parts and stuff like that. And obviously then you hear the Trump party fight back and say, well, Bill Clinton did this and raped whoever and molested. No, I don't know. I don't really want to go down that road. But I want to talk about how I think that it's totally, completely immoral, unethical, everything, completely wrong that in the year 2016 women are still treated as basically second-class citizens. I think it's absolutely disgusting that women in schools are taught that they have to dress a certain way just for the sole purpose because boys will be boys and they can't control their emotions or their hormones. Folks, that is the most untrue statement I've ever heard in my entire life. And it bothers me, and the reason I want to have this talk is because there has got to be a cultural change when it comes to guys in America. Yes, women have been oppressed forever, and it's wrong, and it's I really am sick and tired of it, to be honest with you. I'm a guy. I have a lot of friends who are girls, and the fact that a lot of them get touched up, felt up, hit on, whatever you want to call it, in public is just disgusting. Where you hear people going around campus saying that they wouldn't trust a woman to be president because she would have a period and has the nuclear codes. I mean, that's the definition of sexism. So my big thing is that there's got to be a cultural shift, like when it comes to guys especially. When I was a kid, my mom raised me that the way she raised me was that I would feel like the world would end if I even uttered the word sex in my household. Like that's how you're taught. You're not supposed to talk about that. You're not supposed to act like that. You're not supposed to do that types of things. You're not supposed to talk down to people. And my mom instilled that into me, and I still have that today because I just sit here and I hear people talking about like the Donald Trump's locker room talk. That's not locker room talk. I don't hear people. I've played sports. I've been in locker rooms. I don't hear that. That's total BS. He's just trying to flip it and twist the script, and he's also trying to say, oh, well, Bill Clinton did this. But, I'm not trying to start a revolution. It would be cool, but, this video is not going to be super long, but I'm just saying that, I just hate how women are still treated as inferior, treated as sex objects, and I think that the whole culture has changed. America itself is starting to lose its morality, its ethics, and I think that we've got to start having a change about it. And it's pretty sad to see, because I could never imagine if I ever have a daughter calling her a piece of ass, or that I would marry my daughter if she wasn't my daughter, or something like that. That's just, and there's a good chance he could become our next president. I mean, that just says a lot about how far this country is starting to fall, that a person like that, could be in office. Obviously, past presidents have had mess ups. Okay, Bill Clinton, absolutely, that's fine. But I hear this argument all the time, but Bill Clinton's not running for president right now. We're supposed to be moving forward in society, not backwards in, I don't know. It just sucks, and I think that, people need to be treated better. And the Brock Turner thing, if that's his name, from Stanford, who raped that girl, I heard someone told me, well, she shouldn't have been drunk. No, you can't blame her for that. That's 100% on the guy's fault. If you are a person who likes to drink and you have a couple too many, you have no reason to expect that you're going to get raped. That is the biggest bull crap thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That's just the culture these days. Oh, well, she shouldn't have been drunk. You can't victim blame someone in sexual harassment and stuff like that. It's just disgusting. And like I said, women are treated unfairly. They're oppressed, and they're inferior. They're treated inferiorly. they are not inferior, excuse me. They're treated as that. And it's sickening to see, and like I said, I see it around campus all the time, and I have no problem stopping people and say, hey, you are a fucking a-hole. You need to calm down with that stuff. And I'm willing to lose friends over that. I mean, I don't care. This is America. You know, I'm a libertarian. Everyone is equal. Everyone deserves freedom. Everyone has rights. That's just the way it has been. And like I was saying on my Facebook thing, freedom of speech is a huge thing. But if you are saying stuff that makes people feel inferior or oppressed, there's no place for it. There is zero place for any person, regardless of their gender or their skin color or their religion, race, ethnicity, however you want to describe it. There is no place for you to feel like you are above them at all. Now, people's actions can make someone become, you know, an idiot or something like Brock Turner. He is a fucking moron and I hate him. So yes, he is stupid and you can call him anything you want. But simply because someone's a woman or they're black or they're Asian or whatever it is wrong. So that's my rant, and I don't really want to stretch this on to an hour-long video because I probably could. So I'm going to keep this at 6 minutes and 12 seconds right now. So I'm going to keep it at that, but that's my talk for the day. And I just think that if any girls are watching this and you ever feel uncomfortable or feel harassed, report it. I understand it's going to make you uncomfortable, but society and culture will not change unless people start to realize what they're doing is wrong. So the more guys, or the more girls report guys who are doing wrong to them, the more likely it's to change. The more people share stuff on Facebook talking about how wrong it is and stuff, the more you just get awareness out there and make people realize, oh my God, it's wrong. And the more we change the structure of our prisons where people like Brock Turner are getting off for 3 months, but someone smoking marijuana is in jail longer, that's completely wrong. Completely wrong. You shouldn't be going to jail just because you're smoking a joint. You should be going to jail for a long time for raping someone and screwing them mentally for the rest of their lives. So that's all I got to say about it, folks. So join me on this movement to progress. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but that's just how I feel after today.